Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's reading. This is a request, and I will not be using tarot cards today. I felt guided to use only Oracle. And this is in regards to relationships. It could be a friendship, a romantic relationship, a twin flame, or soulmate. So I wanted to cover all areas. And so the first card we have is communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. Okay, so, and also this reading, it will cover, for some of you, you may not be in a relationship, but you're looking to have one, to be in one, to find one. And for some of you, you're already in the relationship, and this is just advice that will help you with that. So some form of communication is needed. You need some work in the chakra, the throat chakra area. Something's going on. You're not expressing yourself as fully and completely as you need to. Exchanging information, sharing, that helps. I mean, any relationship, it's very important to have clear communication, and that way we don't get lost or caught up in problems and wondering what something really means, or did something really happen. We need to be firm in how we speak our truth, our expression to this person. And the number is 34. So let's find out a little bit more information here. Okay, so the first card we have, I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Magic, power, beginning, transformation. Okay, so this has been a healing for many of you. You are very confident in who you are, your own abilities. So I'm not sure quite what's going on with expression that you need to work on there. Sometimes we can be closed off. It could come and go. There could be a little bit of work. 2:28 on the timer. And with that golden sun, it could be a moon. I feel like solar plexus area, like you're very more confident than you've ever been in who you are. You're not underestimating. Also number 8, so abundance and infinity. You are infinitely abundant. You are an infinite being. You have this power, this magic within you to always be who you choose, to do what you desire, standing in that power, that strength, that courage, and beginning. So I feel like for some of you also, this transformation has led to a new beginning. This is a new place for you that you're coming to in your life. Whether you are now choosing to be in a relationship or you're already in, you will excel either way. Oh, I have such a hard time picking up these cards. All right, and the next message. Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. The protectress. Strength coming through again. This was also strength over here. Boundaries, amulet. Okay, and you can see her third eye. She's got higher consciousness coming in. Her own energy is mixing with this. So I feel like this is something you've also learned, and some of you need to pay attention to this a little bit more. Boundaries in any relationship is important, and it's up to us to set those boundaries, because, you know, we can be angry or frustrated at the way we were treated, but, you know, we allow that. This person might not see or understand that they even hurt you, and sometimes they can, but you need to set those boundaries. And I feel like also, again, with your confidence coming into that, boundaries, when we're not in a very healthy or healing relationship, that's usually one or the other person. The boundaries are just very weak, if there are any at all. So, and number 9, how interesting, 8 and 9, you're progressing. I'm curious to see what the next number is. So just reminding you, where it says amulet, maybe you're someone who uses amulets, crystals, stones, something as a reminder. It could be something for protection, but also it's nice to have, you know, some sort of touchstone just to remind us to reflect and remember in any relationship or friendships, romance. It's very important to have boundaries. Otherwise, it's just going to be a nightmare. So protecting your energy, realizing how valuable you're just as important as your partner. And if you don't see yourself as important, that's also going to cause problems. That allows people to take advantage and walk all over you. Be patient, it will come. The sun, manifestation power, 1111. I've been seeing that number a lot lately too. So this is your time to shine. Be patient. You will come into the relationship you've been desiring, or the relationship you're already in is going to get better. Patience comes with anything, especially if we're not getting the desired results that we require. Patience is the best way to go, because anger and frustration, though sometimes we can't help it, that's just, you know, natural. I'm not saying ignore that or don't feel those feelings, but learning to release it easier, to be more patient with ourselves also, not just our partner, with ourselves. But the universe is saying not to worry, the time is coming. You will shine. And number 37, oh, what was the number? On this card, I was curious. Number 11 and 1111, okay. We have 37, gray, endings are inevitable. Okay, she's just kind of sitting there watching. There's like a little, I think a boat up on the clouds that sort of looks like rainbow clouds. So something is ending, and on the horizon she's looking at something more beautiful. So I feel like this is also kind of a confirmation. It's telling you here, be patient, it's happening, it will come. And she's looking at what is coming on the horizon. Something is ending, gray. A tumultuous time in your life, or a certain relationship might be coming to an ending, because something more beautiful is on the horizon for you, number 37. So another beautiful confirmation. It is coming, it will happen, not to worry. Out of the gray into the color, Technicolor. And number 42, homeward, take yourself out on a date. Yes. This is something, even if whether you're in a relationship or not, this is such a healthy thing to do. Just spending time, not just spending time on your own, but literally a date. Take yourself out, pamper, have fun, enjoy, take yourself to, you know, have a luxurious meal, or it doesn't have to be that. Whatever it is you're drawn to, maybe a day of shopping, walking up and down the boardwalk where you live, where there's lots of little shops, maybe visiting, if you're into the mystical traditions, getting some sage or some crystals, whatever it is. Again, amulet and necklace is coming up because it was talking about that. But just taking yourself out, maybe go on a hike, go on a little camping adventure on the weekend, take a tent, and just spend time out, have a date with yourself. Think about how do you want to be treated? How do you want your date to be with somebody else while you're taking yourself out enjoying? Really think about what you want in the relationship that you're looking for or that you're in. Again, boundaries, asking clearly, reflection, communicating what you desire, what you want. Number 19, lavender, surround yourself with love. And I feel like this is a follow-up to that card also. You just, you know, sometimes we want to be in relationships and we don't feel worthy or we don't feel loved. And that's not going to be a good or healthy relationship. So we really need to reflect on self-love, surrounding yourself. Again, solar plexus is coming through here. It came through, let me see, 3 times solar plexus came through for you. And surrounding yourself with friends, again, taking yourself on a date, that could be a date with friends, a play date, having fun, connecting to the inner child like I was talking about recently. But whatever you do, it's important that you feel loved. You know that you're worthy and you deserve that love. And also wherever you're putting love, whoever you're giving it to, it's important to have a nice give and take, a nice balance and flow. So to have the relationship that we want, we really need to be able to give and receive love easily. And what is the quote that's popping into my mind from Moulin Rouge? The greatest thing you'll ever learn is simply to love and be loved. That always stuck out in my mind because I remember how I used to suffer through relationship after relationship, and you know, I expected love in a certain way and I didn't get it the way I wanted it, so I didn't think it was really love, but I didn't have the voice, I didn't communicate what I wanted, so no wonder, you know, I wasn't getting it. So let's see what your last 3 messages are. And let me see, that kind of looks like a soda light. Oh no, lapis lazuli. Expression, look at that, coming through again, throat chakra. Wow. Express your true self. The world needs you. Yes, expressing yourself, not just in relationships, but in general. Again, taking yourself out on a date, expressing what you want to yourself, to nature, to the universe, speaking it out confidently, surrounding yourself with love, saying loving things to yourself as well. And besides lapis lazuli, soda light is also another great stone to use. So maybe doing some type of meditation or throat chakra work is going to help you with that. Setting boundaries, knowing that it's coming, this is confirmed, and you know you are not underestimating your own power. You know you're worthy, you know you deserve it. And if you're still having some issue, which I'm getting that reflection, some of you are already there and some of you still need a little bit more of work, speaking the truth, knowing what you want. And we have chakra balance, harmony, green jasper, turquoise, labradorite. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. So making sure you're balanced on all levels, not just, sometimes certain areas need more attention than others, but overall balance as much as possible is what's healthy for you. It's what's going to help you feel your best. And what happens when we feel our best? We do our best. We're confident, we strive. We're not afraid to ask for what we want or to say how we're truly feeling. And turquoise. Throat chakra, oh my gosh, look at that. That is crazy. So I love how, look at that, how it's sort of like a pyramid. So major throat chakra healing is what you need or what you're working on right now. Truth, speak from your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. Yes, oh, I dropped the card. Let me grab it. It's what the universe is saying, most of all. All of these things are important, but this is what it's showing you the most. Okay, I just want to pull these up one more time and show all of this. Communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing. Expression, again, express your true self. The world needs you. Truth, speak from your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. Wow, beautiful. Power pyramid. So those are your messages for the week, for your relationship advice. I hope it was helpful. Good luck on your path. 1414 on the timer. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle reading, and it is strictly Oracle. I did not use tarot this time. This video was a request for, I believe, Twin Flame, but I've decided to cover all angles. This is for all relationships, romantic, non-romantic, and I was a little reluctant because I don't have a single deck that is dedicated to relationships or anything like that. But I was pleasantly surprised by the cards I was guided to use and the messages I got. So I'm really excited to share this information. So, 1616 on the timer. If you chose pile number 2, possessions, number 7, which is a number of luck, some people consider. She's looking into her crystal ball. There's lots of red, so I'm feeling groundedness, but also passion. And we have belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. Okay, so, and also this reading is for people who are striving towards being in a relationship, and this is also for those who are already in relationships. So information is coming through for both, which I thought was really amazing. I love that the cards reflected that and the information. So let's see what the next card, so I can determine a little more what this is about. Something that you have already, something that you're striving towards, your possessions. So let's see what this is about. Oh, you know what? I'm getting some information. Just a second. Okay, for some of you, this is about, some of you have some fear around your possessions. And this is coming through for the people who are not in relationships. I'm getting that some of you, something that you have, like you're really holding on to it, like there's some fear around it. I'm not sure why, but you want to be in a relationship, but you're fearful to let whoever it is in on some of your possessions, the things you have. I'm not getting that you don't want to share. It's not that, but it's something very valuable. It's something very important to you, and there's just some kind of fear. I'm not sure exactly, protecting these things. So I need to get more cards to find out what that's about. And for those of you that are already in relationships, there could be some kind of struggle going on with these things. Perhaps something you already owned before this relationship, and now this person is wanting to be involved in whatever those possessions, to have a part of those, and you might not be secure in whether this is something you should share or not. So very interesting information. Let's see what we have. Memento mori. Okay, life, presence, death, or that says depth. The meaning is in the middle, number 22. Okay, so let me see. Memento mori, the meaning, something to the effect of death is certain, or reminding us that death is inevitable. So sometimes when we look at things from that perspective, because we don't know how long we're going to be here, we don't know when we're going to go, 1919 on the timer, we tend to look at things, a lot of times, the things like if somebody told you tomorrow it was your last day, there would be so many things that would not be important to you. Like some of the things we hold on to, we think are so important, that when we're faced with something like that, it's like, nope, everything becomes very loud and clear. Other things just fall away and become invisible. We change our focus completely. So possibly some of you are focusing, these things are not, whatever this hold it has over you. I'm getting for some of you, it's not quite as extreme as you think it is. You are safe. It's okay to let some of these things go. Maybe you have a guilty conscience. Maybe something you acquired from a loved one, somebody that passed on, and you don't really want it, but you feel like you have to have it for some reason, like there's some kind of guilt attached. And for others, let me see what's coming through here. The fear of losing it, of course, and maybe not wanting to share. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to share, but it's important to maybe talk to, if somebody wants to be involved or have a part of it, explain to them why you're not, why it doesn't feel good. And you don't to share it, but I mean, whether you're with somebody or not, it's your choice. You do not have to, you know, if you feel that strongly about it, you don't have to share things, every single little detail. if it doesn't feel right, put it away somewhere until another time. You know, no one can force you. If you don't feel good about it, then it's not right for you, then don't do it. But also remembering we're here for a limited time. So how important are these things really? Can you let them go? Can you share them? Or is it something you need to lock away, maybe in a safe deposit box or in a box in a closet? Just put it away for a while and not have to deal with it. And the meaning is in the middle. So I like that. That reminds me, I don't know if you ever saw that, the movie about the Buddha. I can't think of the name of it. Little Buddha, I think. Keanu Reeves, of all people, was in it. And there's a scene where he figures out enlightenment. Like he's with the aesthetics in the forest and they're all skinny and starving. And he just happens to be sitting near a river and the boat is going by, and there's a student and a teacher. He's teaching him sitar, some type of instrument with strings. And he hears him tell the student, if the strings are too tight, they'll snap. But if the strings are too loose, the instrument won't play. So in the middle, so the middle ground, this is where you'll find the information. This is where you will function the best. So in the middle way. I hope that made sense. I recommend that movie. I think it's like 2 hours long, but I love it. I still watch it at least once a year. I just find it so inspiring. Okay, number 33, Master Builder number. Find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together, community, connection, reciprocity or reciprocation. So if you are in a relationship, or especially if you're looking, this is so important. Sometimes opposites attract and do well together. Sometimes opposites attract, but they do not do well together. And you need to make sure whoever you're becoming involved with, again, this is a friendship or a romantic, a twin flame, oh God, I forgot the word. Oh my God. The love of your life, the person you want to be with, whoever this is, it's so important. I mean, there needs to be a way for growth. You need to be around someone that you can trust, people that inspire you to be who you are, to help you thrive and grow and just to express that beauty of who you are. So this is something else that's very important. I feel like for some of you in the past, you might have been very attracted to somebody, but they weren't right for you and you stayed with them anyway and they were not healthy. So this is something to keep in mind. Make sure it's somebody that fully supports you. And let's see. Oh, there we go. Number 23. Give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, cycle. So taking time for yourself, reflection, really getting in touch with your feelings, your emotions. The mind, sometimes you can be a little too in the mind and it's reminding you to feel with your heart. Again, we have that energy coming through with the first one, with possessions, giving back. And I feel like once you think about this, again, this is going to help. Instead of being caught up in your head again over these things, remember to reflect in your heart too. How does the heart feel about sharing, about giving, whatever these possessions are, the people that you're around, who you're with? It's important to think things through, but also we need to think with our heart, not just our head. Number 33, again, you got 33 twice. There's a little mermaid up there. I think you can see that. It looks like clouds or space. There's a mermaid flying in space. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Okay, so she's talking to her friend and she's drifting off in space, literally. She's not really listening or giving the full attention. So obviously I'm hearing for some of you, you need to let go of the past. That is what's causing some issues with trying to find the right person or possibly in the relationship. Let go of those past experiences. Learn what you can, but don't keep reliving them, because you're not in the present. It's pulling you back. And what happened then doesn't necessarily have to happen now. You're a different person. You're in a relationship with a different person. Focus on what they're saying, what they're telling you. Give them their full attention. You know, that's the way growth happens, because people know when you're not really listening or paying attention, and that's very hurtful to them, even if you don't mean to do it. But the universe is saying it's time to live more in the present moment, to let all of that go, because that's causing a hindrance in your relationship or the one that you want. 23. Wait, is that, did you have a 23 here too? Oh my gosh. 33, 23, 33, 23. Wow. Okay. Let me see. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. And she does not look like a confident person. She looks like a very nervous, worried. Look at that posture. She's got her legs pulled up. The look on her face is not very happy. She's got a bag with a fiery sword next to it. Okay, so trusting your confidence. Again, I feel like letting go of the past, being in the present moment will help you. Practice little things that brings you confidence. Focus on things about yourself that you like. This is a great technique. Write down 5 things that you absolutely love about yourself, and think about those every day and how you use them. And that will help bring confidence. How you approach somebody, you know, how are you standing? What is your posture? Are your shoulders back? Is your head up? Are you smiling? Do you have good eye contact? All of these things are great practices to help with confidence. And not to worry, you know, if you're still suffering or hurting because, you know, your confidence, you're lacking in confidence. It comes with practice. It doesn't happen overnight, especially if you're coming from a wounded heart. Number 18, tree, let them go. Okay, so this is telling me, again, it's talking about focus on the here and now. And this is telling me that some of you, especially with the confidence, these last 3 are reflecting some type of damage that either happened or from a past relationship, or for those of you that are in a relationship. There's something going on that you're still hanging on to. You're not allowing yourself to forgive or to let go. You need to let the situation go, or whatever that was that happened, if you can heal, if you can. But if you cannot forgive yourself or the person or get past whatever this was, it's time to literally let go of the person, to move on, so you can heal yourself, so you can be confident again, you know, so you can surround yourself with those who inspire and help you grow, connecting more with your heart, remembering, you know, we're not here forever. Let these fears, these things go. Again, up here, maybe someone's trying to force something. These possessions are causing the issues. So resolving whatever that is. 2929 on the camera timer. So let's see what your last 3 messages are. And also, I think it was pile 2. This was interesting. When I was shuffling, these last 3 cards, these 3 cards came out together, and then the next 3 cards I'm about to read, those 3 all jumped together. So I thought that was very interesting. The only illusion is separation, chakra balance, unity coming through again. Blue lace agate, amethyst, new jade. What is new jade? That's interesting. Huh, I'll have to look it up and see what it looks like. New jade. So balancing not just chakras, but your overall person, your energy, the way you feel, the way you see things. Illusion, or we always hear that separation is illusion. We're connected to everything, even though we don't always feel like it. But I feel like this is coming back to this card where it's talking about growing together, surrounding yourself with a person or people that help you flourish. And that will always help you become more balanced, because they love you, they care about you, they want you to have the best, and they're going to do whatever it takes to help you however you need it. Carnelian, sacral chakra. Letting go. Look at that. Letting go coming through twice. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it's the first step towards success. Okay, so some of you needed to hear that again because it's exactly what you need to do. Remember, letting go and forgiving the situation and moving on, or literally letting go of the person and moving on. That's the only way you're going to be happy. It's the only way you can grow and, you know, live and flourish in the relationship that you desire. So letting that go, balancing. Healing also with the sacral. There could be some type of, I don't want to say, not sexual abuse. I'm not getting that. I feel like maybe some of you were cheated on. That, not all of you, but some of you, that's what this healing is about. Somebody really hurt you. It could be cheating. It could have been in some other way. So there's some sacral, there's some sexual energy healing that needs to take place for some of you. And this looks like citrine, but let's see. Nope, topaz. Topaz is more of a orangish than bright yellow, but solar plexus coming through again. Confidence, another area of your life that you need to work on besides overall balance. The sacral and the solar plexus. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. So again, practicing, doing some confidence exercises either by yourself or with other people. Really needing to work on that because it's coming through twice. And if we can't believe in ourselves, we can't believe in the things we want, we don't believe that we are worthy, but everything comes from confidence. If you don't believe in yourself and that you deserve or that you can create or have whatever you want, it's not going to happen, or it's not going to be the way you wanted it. It's going to take a long time. 33:11 on the clock timer. So just taking those things into heart, reflecting again with the head, but also the heart, letting go, working through the pain, doing an overall balancing, surrounding yourself with people that love you, figuring out exactly with these possessions what's going on and how to handle them in the healthiest way, working through that solar plexus confidence issue. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's reading. This was a request for relationships, or actually I think it was twin flame, but I've decided to cover soulmates, twin flames, all relationships, friendships, romantic. And I was a little reluctant because I don't have any specific decks for relationships or soulmates or anything like that. But after the first two readings, I am really excited to get into this. I am blown away with the information that has come through. These were the specific decks I was guided to, and two of them are chakra decks. But the information has been very powerful, and I mean, I couldn't have planned a better reading myself. It's just incredible. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have for you. 32, self-expression, vocalization, individuality, assertiveness, inner voice. Okay, so some of you, oh, and also I forgot to explain, this reading is also covering singles and people who are in relationships, which I did not expect that, but the information already started flowing in as I was shuffling the cards before I even had the entire reading out. The information was just flowing in so effortless and magical. I was again blown away. So anyway, sorry, I digress. So this is about speaking, or more about self-expression. It's throat chakra activated, of course. And for some of you, I feel like this is something that needs to be worked on a little more, whether you are in a relationship or you're single, especially in relationships. I mean, if we don't speak our truth and how we feel, then how can we expect our relationships to go well? So some type of self-expression. Also, I'm hearing being more patient with your partner. Maybe for those of you that are in relationships, your partner has a difficult time with expression. It might not be you at all. So having some patience, working with them, maybe reflecting on a time in your life when it was difficult so you can remember it, helps us relate when we recall those old memories of how we were. And just having that patience, helping them to feel comfortable, while also voicing your opinions, but being just loving and supportive is going to help in any situation. So let's find out a little bit more about this. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. And kind of bizarre. 21, blessings and curses. Psyche, self-love, beauty. Do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or your flowers. Okay, so this is telling me that whether you're single or in a relationship, some of you are not being yourself 100%, which that is why that card came out. Also, I feel like this is a very loving relationship, but there's some fear. You're afraid to, maybe it's, I'm getting for some of you, or for singles, it's about a fear of person seeing who you truly are. So you're kind of holding yourself back a little bit, even though you do want to be in a relationship, whether it's friends or romantic. And for those of you that are already in relationships, it could be kind of new. Like, we feel this sometimes. They see us a certain way, and we've only allowed them to see that person. We haven't been vulnerable. There's certain things about ourselves that we think that maybe they'll be repulsed or they won't like us. But remember, we are our worst critics. A lot of times how we see ourselves, people do not see us that way. You know, if this person truly loves you, they will be very compassionate. They're not going to run for the hills. They already love you. They care about you. And believe me, no one is perfect. We all know that. You know, so just trying to surrender, ground yourself, and being vulnerable. You don't have to show them everything all at once. Maybe just little bits here and there as you become more relaxed and allowing yourself to evolve and to share that part of you. Because if you're constantly hiding something, how can you have a healthy relationship? It's going to cause problems, and that person is going to know something is up as they get to know you. They're going to feel something. They're going to know you're holding something back. And by not speaking to them, they might start thinking the worst. Number, what is that, 29. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. Oh my gosh. Breaking into bloom, time, liberation, understanding. That is so strange. Look at that. They both have, well, the top of her head is off here, but this one, there's third eye. Another flower is coming out. Her third eye is looking back at her and blooming. I feel like this is more about healing. You're kind of hiding, but this is more open. You're starting to allow yourself to express, breaking into bloom. We suffer before we come into who we are. Recently, I pulled a card from this deck that said, you know, I wasn't always like this. It took time. And yes, it does take time. Down here, liberation, time, understanding yourself, learning from other relationships and how to grow and better ourselves. And, you know, if you don't like something about yourself, instead of trying to hide it, how can you make it better? How can you, maybe it doesn't need to be made better. Maybe you need to change how you see about it. Maybe you need to change how you see it. What would make you feel better about the thing that you're making yourself suffer from? You know, again, no one's perfect. We all have these things, but instead of hiding it or fearing, which only makes things worse, figuring out how to work on it, maybe delicately in the beginning, taking baby steps, working, doing that that precious work before we share it with someone else, before we go there, because we want to feel as confident as possible, even though we're still being vulnerable. And it takes breaking down sometimes. I mean, depending on the type of person you are, what your background is like, where you come from. Are you someone that's ready to jump in and do the work, or do you wait until you hit rock bottom? You know, breaking down. Number 6. Ooh, interesting. Green. I like all that green. And so I listened as my soul told me, let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. The past, releasing, rebirth, spring. So it's time to step into the future. It's time to remember how I was just saying, growing and learning from these experiences, taking that time to reflect and just work on ourselves before we come out. We need to feel as good about ourselves as we can before we share the things that we fear. And changing how we, if we can get past that and see it differently, it won't be a fear any longer. So your soul is trying to work with you, the universe, your guides, they're trying to help you through this to show your growth. So let go of these things in the past. You're no longer in the past unless you keep going back there. We can't go into the future with hopeful dreams and celebration and happiness and living the life we desire if we're constantly bringing the past into the present. We have to let that go. Allow it to be healed. Number 8, abundance and infinity. Wings. You never needed those to fly. Okay, again, I feel like some confidence is an issue. In order to be yourself or to be seen the way you wanted to be seen or thought you want, or to be seen the way you thought you should be or people wanted to see you, you felt like you needed something. You needed to do something. You needed to look a certain way. You needed to have something. But the universe is saying, no, you have everything you need already. You're so special and unique. 4433 on the clock timer. You don't need anything. You have everything already within you. And just remember that. Healing. You are magic. You are the alchemist, the magician. Number 43, spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. Okay, I find that a little strange that mermaids are in space, but I guess we'll go with it. Spaceship. And don't be afraid to sing. Look at that, coming out under expression. So it's so important. And for some of you, literally singing, there's a passion. You have the most joy in your heart, in your life, when you sing. And some of you, it's about starting from the beginning, from scratch. You've always wanted to sing, you put it off, fearful, maybe you thought you wouldn't be any good. And for some of you, I feel like this is something that you've already done, you've touched on, and something happened that has pulled you away from it, and now you're kind of fearful about going back into that. But that is your passion, that's what you love. You came here to do that, among many other things, but this is coming through so strongly. The power of using your voice, whether it's singing, public speaking, a YouTube channel, somehow using your voice to be heard. It's for you, but also I'm picking up, it's so much more than that. Like, it's something that needs to be heard, something that needs to be shared, and especially with relationships and partners, so they know the true you, how you feel, what you want, what you think, your gifts. And these people love and care about you. A true relationship, they will support you however you need it. And let's see what this card we have. Number 3, Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. Okay, so the Tower, I'm also hearing hermiting, but not like weeks or months, nothing like that. I feel like some of you perhaps have been under a little stress. She's doing yoga. Look at those gigantic crystals. She has some tea, a beautiful flower. It looks like a succulent of some sort. So relax, take a break. You're a little overwhelmed right now for some of you, whether it's single or in a relationship. There again, I'm feeling you are vulnerable. You're in a place, this is not a healthy mindset for a relationship. So if you're single, just take this time to relax, to calm down, to settle yourself, to ground. and to work on whatever it is. And if you're in a relationship, same thing. Take a step back, relax. You need to calm down. You're getting too caught up in your head. Connect more with your heart, connect with the earth. It's reminding you, you have everything you need already. You're looking outside of yourself too much. Go back into your heart. Do some heart work, do some confidence builders. But take a break. It's a little too overwhelming for some of you. Not everybody, but you know who you are if you're going through this. So let's see what your last 3 cards. Crown Chakra, Rainbow Moonstone. I don't think I have a moonstone, but not a rainbow moonstone. I've been wanting to get one. They're really gorgeous. Calmness, to calm your monkey mind. Do not feed the animal. Again, I feel like these two go hand in hand. Take the time, relax, calm your mind. You're overthinking, you're feeling overwhelmed. It doesn't have to be like that. We just get caught up sometimes. So just taking a break, connect to the heart, connect to the higher realms of consciousness. You know, whatever that is for you, whether it's meditation, whether it's yoga, dancing, singing. And as soon as you feel that connection, that power back in, you'll be grounded, you'll feel better, you'll be calm, you'll be able to see with new eyes, speaking from your heart. And we have Tiger Eye, Sacral Chakra, Passion. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Okay, fear coming through again. Remember how I was talking up here? You were fearful how you were going to be seen. And interesting enough, I just realized that same card. Remember here I was saying how you thought you needed something outside of yourself to be seen in a certain way? Again, fear coming through 3 times. So some of you really need to chill out. I mean it in the most supportive, loving, caring way. No judgments. That some of you just need to relax, to chill, to calm yourself down. Connect up here. Remember, it's saying let go of the past. I listen to my soul. Listen to your soul. Listen to your heart. Letting go, releasing, awakening. Look how much you've grown. Reflecting on the progress you've already made, and knowing you don't have to suffer like that. You don't have to be afraid of anything. Coming into your power, doing what you love, expressing, singing. And I mean singing literally, but also singing in a way, whatever singing is for you. Again, that passion, the things that you love. And we have Jade. Heart. Again, heart coming through. Resolve your conflicts with compassion. Okay, so lovingly, I feel like for many of you, this is about for yourself. It's also about if you're in a relationship with somebody, a friendship, whatever. Oh, 50-50 on the timer. How interesting. Never had that before. I have to look that up myself. 50-50. Okay, 50-50. Splitting the difference. Splitting, being equal. Oh, I just got that. God, I love the universe. It is so magical. Okay, so being equal with your partner, not being fearful to show who you are, knowing you are enough, doing the passion, the creativity, the things that you love. You're going to be supported by the people who love and care about you. Connecting to your heart. I've said that so many times, but it's really important that you hear it. Being compassionate, knowing, seeing, or feeling if there is some kind of an issue or problem, approaching it from the heart in a completely different way than you normally do. Being very compassionate. You're human. We go through these things. And, you know, when we don't feel our best is when we 50-50, 51-51 on the timer. When we feel our worst is when we often beat ourselves up or just lose our confidence. And this is when you need to be the most caring, the most loving and supportive for yourself. So just taking that time, passion and compassion coming through very strongly. Wow, what a beautiful reading. All 3 of them were just so amazing to me from my point of view, what I'm seeing. And I mean, they're all just so uplifting, and the universe is just so supporting and telling you everything you desire is right here. You are everything that you need. You have the ability to have and do whatever you want. You are loved, you're supported, and just know your relationships will and can be everything that you want. Follow the steps, follow the tips, the information, and you will get in the relationship you want, or if you're in a relationship, everything will work out and be cleared up. So it will all come together. So don't worry, just relax, take a breath, let go. Again, coming from a place of caring and love, not judgment ever. God knows, if you watch my channel, you know where I come from. I have no right to judge anybody. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path, highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.